to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
1,000 registered members of the Bahamas Communications and Public Officers Union voted in today's general elections. Incumbent President Bernard Evans, along with Wayne Clare and Dina Roll, are vying for president. Running for vice president are Hilbert Colley and Patrick Ferguson. Mario Curry and Sherry Benjamin are offering themselves for the position of Secretary General, and for ZNS Area Vice President Charles Fisher and Jamal Moss. Other positions include Assistant Secretary General, Treasurer, Assistant Treasurer, and Trustee. Stay tuned to the ZNS Network for the unofficial results.
In other news, top high schoolers hoping to earn a bachelor's degree from the College of the Bahamas will be able to do so free of charge, courtesy of a generous donation from Commonwealth Brewery. The company signed a memorandum of understanding with the College of the Bahamas today that will extend access to education to merit scholars across the country. The $500,000 endowment fund also provides students with the opportunity to study abroad in their third year, as well as benefit from a year-round internship at Commonwealth Brewery. College President Dr. Rodney Smith lauded the company for investing in the country's future leaders.
Scholarships such as this one are a critical part of higher education and its impact, not only on the education of its recipient, but also their lives and that of their families. Commonwealth Brewery Limited recognizes this potential impact and as a result has thoughtfully and generously established this $500,000 endowment. And for this, we are indeed deeply grateful. It is our hope that other companies will follow your stellar leadership with similar endowed scholarships.
Commonwealth Brewery's Managing Director Hans Nevin noted that the endowment fund is proof of the company's long-term commitment to the nation's economic and educational development.
As an organization, we are fully committed to the education, employment, and development of our most valuable resources, our people. Therefore, we look forward to the endowment fund paving the way to a relationship between CBL and the College of the Bahamas, where we can, wherever practical, utilize courses at the COB for employee development, especially for our talents.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm C.S. Scatterly. This week, Milo Butler will officially open the doors to a second Flying Dutchman liquor store. The new Cable Beach location is the first expansion of the company's liquor division in more than 25 years. The new 1,200 square foot store opens as a third outlet nears completion. The Flying Dutchman number 3 is expected to open in southwestern New Providence in late August at the Shops at Carmichael Plaza, a real estate development within the Milo Butler portfolio. With a high traffic location and an extensive selection of beers, wines, and spirits, and hard to find items, the Cable Beach store is already reporting a steady customer base that's growing. In other business news, more than 120 people turned out for an open house at Palm Key in southeastern New Providence last week. Developers launched Phase 3 of the community's condominium component, the Anchorage. Phases 1 and 2 are sold out, and Phase 3 construction is slated to start soon on 12 two-bedroom plus study units starting at $375,000. The Palm Key community has been one of the fastest growing in the Bahamas, with more than 80% of the single-family lots sold. Palm Key's 172-slip marina has been awarded the top ranking by ActiveCaptain.com reviewers. And in international news, Burger King has credited the return of its chicken fries for helping to drive a better-than-expected rise in second quarter sales. The deep-fried chicken strips, first launched in 2005, were taken off the menu in 2012, but were reintroduced after customers demanded their return. The popular fast food chain said global sales in restaurants open at least a year rose 6.7%. This has been your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm C.S. Scatterly.
The government is doing more to attract the nation's young people to the fishing industry.
And our Carla Palmer reports tonight on the launch of Round 1 Bahamas.
Commercial fishing in the Bahamas is reserved for Bahamians.
Having made that abundantly clear, Minister of Agriculture and Marine Resources, the Honorable V. Alfred Gray, is intent on resolving a long-standing issue.
And for many years, and for far too long to be exact, many owners and operators of fishing vessels have complained about the fact that they could not find Bahamians to work their vessels. Hence, they needed to apply for work permits of one kind or another for non-Bahamians to work those vessels.
The implementation of Round 1 Fishing for Future training program is being embraced as the answer. The program is designed to certify young men and women to become fishers.
The economic diversification of our country, coupled with unacceptable levels of unemployment and lack of skills among young people, certainly must be the driving force behind this organization to do what they're doing. This kind of program is certainly needed in our country.
The program is a collaborative effort between several leading seafood companies, including Paradise Fisheries, Geneva Brass, Broadwalk, and G&L Seafoods. Coordinator is Mr. Peter Gilcood.
The only challenge for us is a bit of funding, and we can make the world go round in the fishing industry for the benefit of all Bahamians to get their stake.
I'm going to be talking to the cabinet about this beginning tomorrow, and hopefully by the week after or the week after that, we will be able to announce the extent to which the government is able to provide some financing for this program.
80 persons have passed through the program since it started in January this year. Carla Palmer, ZNS Network News.
Everywhere in the Bahamas, the church is still a much revered institution, and one church in Exuma is working to ensure that the community not only sees its presence but feels it. In tonight's BTC Island Connection, Keisha Adderley tells us how BTC is helping to spread the good news of the gospel.
The doors to this church have been open since Christmas Day, 1802. Each step of the St. Andrew's Anglican Episcopal Church is a part of history.
It was within these concepts. It was a small little church initially, and then it was extended.
The church has grown by leaps and bounds since then, establishing itself as a towering presence in the Georgetown and Greater Exuma community. Its history that now rests on the shoulders of Rector Ethan Ferguson.
It is overwhelming, for sure, because you realize that this thing is much bigger than you. It is steeped in history and tradition, and that the ball is in your hands now to kind of carry it on. So it's an amazing feeling.
One of St. Andrew's major outreach programs is its soup kitchen. The elderly and shut-in are their focus each week with the assistance of BTC.
BTC assists, of course, with the soup kitchen, which we run on a weekly basis. On Thursdays from the community center's kitchen. And what we do, it caters primarily to the elderly in the community. And we move around and deliver them a hot meal.
Each Christmas, they treat the elderly to a Christmas dinner as well. And each summer, Vacation Bible School instills the principles of Christianity among the island's youth. And BTC staff have proven to take their Christian duty seriously.
What is remarkable about their financial assistance is that not only is it, a tangible way of assisting, but they come out. So we have human resources where they come out and assist us in delivering the lunches to the persons in the community, which is absolutely remarkable, and a way to remind them that we remember them, and that corporate BTC, of course, still cares for them.
With programs like these, Father Ferguson is sure to keep the legacy of Christian ministry alive, even if parishioners are tempted to daydream about the peace of heaven just outside. Keisha Adderley for the BTC Island Connection.